Hi, friends. This is our final week in Granville. The moving trucks come Monday. And soon after that, I will officially be the lead pastor at North Broadway United Methodist in Clintonville. Sharon, Matthew, and I are feeling grief over leaving our friends and our church community here, and also excitement about making new friends and joining a new congregation in Columbus. All kinds of emotions are churning within us, and we are looking to find joy in the midst of all of them. I don't know what my new rhythm will be like at North Broadway, but I do know that next week we will be buried in boxes. And so this will be the last midweek message, at least for a while. I don't know how many hundreds of these videos that I've recorded, but they have been a really good connecting point, not only through COVID, but also over the last few years. So thank you for watching. Today, I'm not going to give you a summary of our ministry together, but I do want to give you a summary of why we do ministry together and of what holds us together, whether we are near or far. And that is love. During Jesus' final week with his disciples in Jerusalem, they are in the temple and tension is mounting between Jesus and the religious leaders. The religious leaders are challenging Jesus' authority. They're asking him hard questions and posing impossible situations, trying to trip him up, trying to catch him in a misspoken word or a misunderstanding of God or God's law. And they're listening for any excuse to accuse him of sedition toward Rome or blasphemy against God, so that they could have him arrested. A scribe says to Jesus, and I'm paraphrasing here, "There are 613 commandments in the Torah. Which one is the guiding principle that shapes your understanding of who God is and what God is about? What are the scriptural foundations of your faith? Which commandment in the law is the greatest?" Jesus said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the greatest and first commandment. And a second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets." That's Matthew 22:37 through 40. The scribe only asked for one greatest commandment, but Jesus gives two because they are inextricably linked. Loving our neighbor is second in importance only to loving God, because loving people is an extension of loving God. Jesus couldn't give the first commandment without giving the second, because the two are completely intertwined. Loving people is the visible manifestation of loving God. You can't love God with all your heart and soul and mind and strength without loving God's people. The two greatest commandments, to love God and to love others, work together like two hinges on a door. To open our life to loving God is to open our life to loving our neighbors. To allow God to operate in our life is to allow that God operates in the lives of other people. We are to do unto others as we would have them do unto us, and to look beyond rhetoric or assumptions and to see the image of God created in every person. Now, I know that sometimes it's hard to see the image of God in some people. In those cases, I think it's our responsibility to shine the light of love even more brightly until God's image is reflected back to us. Sharon, Matthew, and I know that you love us. You have shown us that with your attitudes and words and actions all along. I hope you know that we love you too. And I'm confident that you and the Bauer family will love each other as well. That's just the way Centenary rolls. Thank you again for your love, your care, your encouragement, and your support. I'm grateful.